Good morning, guys. I want to welcome you back to the channel. It's Monday morning. Hope you had a good weekend and everybody's back to work safely today. No different for Matthew and I. We got plenty to do today, so let's get into it and get it done. Thank you. Okay, guys, we got a 16-foot white pine back up on here. I had it on the mill the other day and had to roll it off to do something else for another customer, but we're gonna try to get 5 more 2x12s for guy's daughter's wedding. We're gonna use them as benches, so okay, let's get to it. Yeah. Gotta be Monday, guys. Apparently this line came unzip tied to where it's supposed to be, and it got up against the alternator belt and rubbed a hole in it. So, we're not going to fix it. We're going to repair it, and we'll replace the hose at a later time. Right now, we need to repair it so that we can saw some wood. It's a good item to keep around your sawmill. Everybody used to use duct tape. Duct tape's no good. This is called a zip tape. This is the super glue of tapes. There we go. Good as new till we can repair it. The reason we're cutting these boards in half, we don't need 16-foot 1-inch boards. We're gonna cut them in half and finish up another order here we're working on of 2,000 feet of 1x8s. So we're not being wasteful, but We had a hose bust get up against the alternator, and Matthew had a piece of hose, so we're going to replace it. Always the little things that stop you. Okay, Matthew's finishing up. We'll go into detail what happened here. This is your water distribution hose, or in our case, diesel, and some people will use pine saw. It goes from your 5-gallon tank down to your driven side roller cage to where it drips on the blade. We had a bolt break on the driven cage last week, and we had this off, messing with it. Apparently, when we put it back together, we didn't pull enough slack out of it, and this end had gotten up against the alternator, and of course, things running, it wore a hole in it. But this hose is 10 years old, it's brittle, so it's time to be replaced anyway. We'll be back to it shortly. Okay, Matthew's having fun. These little projects always are more than you expect.
Yeah, they put a zip tie in the worst place.
Yeah, they put the zip ties together before they put the motor on, so we had to remove the alternator to get back in here and get his fingers out of the way. I'll give you a look. This line here is the one we're replacing, the clear line. It runs behind the motor, up this wired harness, and to your water / diesel jug. It's not the end of the world. It's not like changing the motor in a car, but it's Monday morning and you're wanting to get to work and you're repairing. So this is the real world, guys. We'll be back up and running in just a minute.
once we got the drip line installed again, we were fighting with the alternator's belt to try and get it put back on. Every time we would get it to go back on, it would fall off of the motor. And then when we got it back on the motor, it would fall off the alternator. We fought that battle back and forth for probably 20 minutes before we finally got it all put together. Here we're adjusting the drive belt that spins the blade around, because somehow during all of the other work we were doing, the belt decided it wanted to slip off as well and get some attention. Apparently we just didn't stop once we got everything put back together to explain anything that we had just gotten done doing. We were just ready to finally saw for the day and make some boards. Here we're about to start running all those boards that we had cut in half earlier. We're going to run them through the edger so that we can make them all 6s and 8s to finish off a stack of wood for another customer.
Okay guys, sitting here editing this video, it got a little long, so we're going to end it here, and we ask you to please come back for part 2 of this video. See you later. Goodbye.